Good evening. Dr. Arif here. It is 6:11 in the evening in Dhaka, Bangladesh, where I am visiting at the moment. How far am I from home? Well, let me show you. It's the straight line distance between Boston and Dhaka is 12,445 kilometers. That's 7,733 miles as the crow flies. Okay. I hope the noise from ongoing construction work all around me is not going to be disruptive. I wanted to wait a little bit, and I've realized that waiting for a better time to record is just really a waste of time. So here we go. A quick recap. I share what I read in this space. In the last episode, episode 6, I kind of covered the purpose of all these videos that I intend to make. I understand that we can't always pursue our curiosity in depth. Well, because we have other pressing issues to deal with every day. So what I try to do is read quickly, jot down notes, and summarize facts. And it's those notes, facts, knowledge that I want to share with you. Okay, this episode is about drones and agriculture. However, let me show you an image first. This picture just stopped me in my tracks. And let me find it. Here we go. A small farming village on the outskirts of Baidoa in southwest Somalia is surrounded by dry land where crops cannot grow. Now, this was published in the New York Times in November of last year. You see an image and all kinds of words just pop into your head. In my case, it was deforestation, hunger, agriculture, reforestation efforts, and all that. So, Baidoa, where is it? Here's Somalia with Mogadishu, the capital, right there. Baidoa is west of Mogadishu, right there. So I started reading a little bit about Somalia, about deforestation and reforestation efforts. Somalia needs its trees to restore landscapes and livelihoods. That was written by Dr. Abdurrahman Dabo, and I am going to get some information from this article, such as, Somalia lost about 686,000 hectares of forest between 2000 and 2017. This meant the loss of 205 million trees, according to Dr. Abdurrahman Dabo, the senior environmental specialist for the World Bank. So I started looking into reforestation efforts in Somalia, and here is the article that I will come back to a few times now. Reforesting Somalia from the air. Drones were used in this effort. Somalia's forest coverage has dropped by 83%, a whopping 83% since the 1980s. Also, let's look at what they actually did during that drone-aided reforestation effort in Somalia. A drone dropped 60,000 seed balls over 14 square kilometers near Baidoa. Remember Baidoa from that image from New York Times? From this initial drop, a forest of approximately 6,000 trees could become visible in as soon as 2 years. By the way, this was done in 2021. You will see this article appeared. It was published in April 23rd, 2021. So what's a seed ball? Seed ball is charcoal mixed with nutritious binder, and once dropped can stay dormant for up to 20 years until rains start the germination process. Approximately 12% of these seed balls make it to maturity. Okay, so 60,000 seed balls were dropped using the drone. About 10 to 12% of these can go to maturity, meaning 6,000-ish trees could become visible this year, as soon as 2 years, right? Okay, so this reforestation effort in Somalia also has a humanitarian aspect, right? As deforestation intensifies, flooding and soil erosion, the whole cycle then accelerates degradation of land and loss of livelihoods. So we are going back to Baidoa right there because I just this image is just so stunning. You just look at it and you start thinking about reforestation. If that's what I think about. Okay. Now, what do we know about drones and agriculture? Let me look at my notes here. Crop mapping and field surveying. Now, using drones, farmers can identify problem areas, they can improve crop yields, they can make more informed decisions about planting, harvesting, using fertilizers. Drones can also be used for crop spraying, which is more precise and more efficient than traditional methods. And drones can be used for monitoring crop health. So I looked at a journal article. The journal is Science of the Total Environment. Remember, these are all peer-reviewed, fact-based articles written by scientists. Okay, this article is Unmanned Aerial Vehicles, Drones for Biodiversity-Friendly Agricultural Landscapes, a systematic review. So this review article was written by researchers from the University of Göttingen and University of Hohenheim in Germany in 2020. So it's not that old at all. What did they look at? Well, they did a systematic review of 550 articles where drones were used in agricultural purposes. And they focused on biodiversity, plant and animal diversity and conservation up here, and agricultural land conditioning and monitoring down there. And what did they find about drones and their feasibility in agriculture? Well, UAVs, drones, allow precise agricultural management and greatly reduce agrochemical inputs, chemical fertilizers, greatly reduced. Drones are helping to optimize the design of agricultural landscapes. Drones have become a major means of biodiversity-friendly management in agriculture. Drones create win-win scenarios for agriculture and for biodiversity conservation. So then I kind of wanted to know, okay, are there drone companies out there who are making specific drones with the whole assembly of sensors and software and what have you for the purpose of reforestation? There are 3 that I found. There's actually a lot more, but the 3 that I will cover here are Dendra Systems, Flash Forest, and Drone Seed, those companies. Let me switch over to the iPad here so I can actually go over these companies, their products. So Dendra Systems right here. Oh, sorry. Dendra Systems right here. Let's see.
Globally through automation.
Okay, you can see the drones right up there. Let me just go back a little bit.
People that are being tasked with restoring the natural world.
I'm not going to run the whole video. I'm not going to play the whole video here, but you can see this
is a global team of scientists,
right there.
engineers, and ecologists
they are going
that
to
are building
drop the seeds.
scalable
Okay,
tools
it's scanning
for ecosystem
the
restoration.
terrain with the
we
sensors.
collect ultra-high resolution data sets to drive AI solutions to help us scale up.
Right there.
Approximately 400 million subjects.
Let me make it bigger. Okay, all right. That did not get big. However, I want to go to Flash Forest now. It's a Canadian company, if you care. Reforestation Reimagined. We are on a mission to plant 1 billion trees by 2028. That's awesome. Okay, Flash Forest. Then the next one is Drone Seed. So Drone Seed, gosh, I can maybe play
We utilize
this one.
heavy lift drone swarms to reforest immediately after wildfires.
Seattle-based startup Drone Seed is on a mission to make reforestation scalable by planting trees, literally.
The website in the description or the comments section so that you can look at them. What are drones good for? Well, increased planting efficiency. Very hard to hold my iPad in one hand, and speed, by the way. So you can see that. So what do I mean? Drones can cover a large swath of area. very quickly and can plant seeds in a precise and controlled manner. Okay, then it reduces the labor cost. A drone will reduce your labor cost. Well, it will reduce the need for manual labor and can access hard-to-reach areas, as I mentioned before, which may be difficult for human workers to reach. Drones increase precision farming, precision agriculture. Drones can plant seeds at a precise depth and space, which can improve crop yields and reduce the need for fertilizers. And finally, drones can reduce environmental impact by reducing soil compaction and erosion, which in turn will have a positive effect on soil health. Okay. Any new technology, newfangled technology that we want to implement for real life gains, what we need to always think about is, do we really need it? And what are the ramifications? So here are my 2 cents. Guided by ethics and empathy, we can use technology as a catalyst for human good that will impact societies across the globe. Just my 2 cents, as I said. Okay, so as I'm approaching the very end of the video, I just wanted to make sure that I say this properly and clearly. I want to build a community of learners where we are all looking out for one another. The way I can do that is by having interactive polls at the end of videos. So this is one. I'm using Mentimeter. They're a very secure website. Their platform. So there are 2 poll questions that you have to vote on. So go to that link, which I will include in the comments section and or the description. And you then, once you click on the link, this is what it will look like. Matter of fact, that's my first question right there. So, whatever you think is the correct answer, you submit that, true, false, and then the second question pops up, and then you submit again, and you're done. What I will do, and let me get out of here, what I will do is I will cover the polling, I will cover the results in the next episode. So that's how we keep building knowledge, one little bite-sized unit at a time. All right, so that's that. I surely appreciate your time, and till next time, stay inspired. Bye.